Start, bench, sell, Bundesliga striker edition. Serhou Guirassy from Stuttgart, who's been amazing so far. He's just recently come back from AFCON. We're going to go for Lois Openda, who has been a shining light for RB Leipzig. Been so great this season that Timo Werner left on loan to Spurs. And finally, we are going to go for Bayern Leverkusen's finest, well, actually, second finest, who's actually injured at the moment, Victor Boniface. Go ahead, Leon. Let's hear your thoughts. Start, bench, sell. Guirassy, Boniface, Openda.
I have to start Boniface. I have to, because he could be better in front of goal. He could be, but I think he will get there. But what is so great about Boniface is like his style of play. He's a dribbler, but he still can.
He can still goal coach.
Yeah. Well, I was losing the English word there, but yeah, you know what I mean. He
can just tap it in. He can just tap it in the 6-yard box.
He's a striker, but he's like, so Boniface can play as a striker, as a winger, but actually as a striker, he's so unpredictable in what he does. He's not a one-trick pony. Can do very many things. So I have to start Victor Boniface, and I have to bench Lois Openda because I was in Leipzig on Sunday and was watching him and was stunned because he's so explosive. He's so forward going, and I think if he comes from the bench, he's always an asset. Just like Adli was yesterday against Stuttgart. He comes on,
great finish,
he's just faster than everybody else.
Another one of your players that failed at AFCON as well. Again, he didn't do well for Morocco at AFCON, so he's doing great for Bayern Leverkusen, but not doing good for his national team. Clearly, Xabi Alonso's got the priorities sorted there for Bayern Leverkusen players.
And another one of those role players, unsung heroes, who don't play as much but are there when they're needed. And I have to sell Guirassy just because I think he hasn't shown it for a long enough time. It's this season. This is
what we're talking about. This season, right now, this moment.
Yeah. Okay. This season, but now he's hurt. So yeah.
17 goals in the league in 14 games. That's a crazy stat. And he literally, like you said, came out of nowhere in the Bundesliga. It's been one of the best stories of this season.
Yeah, but I can't pick him because he's a former Cologne player. So
I get it. Local rivalries. I get it. You should start with that, Leon. It would have been easier.
It's not possible. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's good. I like the list and I like your reason as well. Sarah, go ahead. Start, bench, sell. Guirassy, Boniface, Openda. I know you're reacting to penalties as we're speaking as well. So
it's just crazy. Leon's not going to like this one, but I have to start Lois Openda. I have to.
I'm liking this already.
It's dangerous out there. 14 goals in the Bundesliga, 4 goals in the UCL. He danced in the UCL for Leipzig. Unfortunately, they have to take on Real Madrid. But listen, anything can happen. So let's hope they can cook them.
That's actually going to be a crazy battle because you may have Nacho and Rudiger centre back against Openda.
Rudiger, if he's fit. Their defense has been all over the place.
Everyone is hurt. Everyone.
Yeah, Alaba's injured. Furlan Mendy's kind of back, but not really. So yeah, it's been all over the place for Real Madrid.
Mendy's back out of a necessity more than anything. Ancelotti was like, "Oh yeah, you're our last fit defender. You have to play now." Like, okay, cool. Otherwise, Bellingham goes centre back. He would do a job at centre back, Jude Bellingham. But he's not.
Do it. Put him in. Let's see what happens against Leipzig.
Openda versus Bellingham would have been fun as a battle as well. But yeah, Openda starts for you, Sarah. Who are you benching?
I am benching Boniface, and it's nothing. This isn't fair. This isn't fair because we are choosing between 3 spectacular strikers this season. But when you look at Boniface, when you look at Bayer Leverkusen this season, when you look at how Xabi Alonso has worked with Boniface and he has this ability to take the best out of all these players, it's unfortunate to be Guirassy compared to these two, but it is Boniface. It has to be him. It has to be him. I know 17 goals in 14 matches. I know, I get it, but I can't.
Oh no, it's crazy as well because Boniface did really well last season as well in the Europa League for Union Saint-Gilloise as well. I may have mispronounced that, so I do apologize to any of our Belgian listeners as well. But 9 goals and 8 assists in the whole season last season in Belgium. And what a signing it was by Simon Rolfers, the former Bayern Leverkusen captain, who's now like one of the technical directors, I believe. A great signing for Bayern Leverkusen and a real reason as to why Bayern Leverkusen has remained unbeaten. So I think honestly, I want to be a bit tedious and put Serhou Guirassy up, but honestly, I think because it's just been a Bundesliga striker, a great Bundesliga striker, I would definitely give him his flowers here because again, he came out of absolute nowhere. And there's another striker who played at Stuttgart who had a bit more hype and recognition before Guirassy came onto form. So maybe if Guirassy continues to go on, he's only got a release clause of £17 million. In today's market, it's not that much as well. So maybe there is going to be a team. Maybe there's an Arsenal or a Spurs who will look to come into him in the Premier League as well. Maybe even someone like Borussia Dortmund could go in for him next season as well, which would be a big thing because Haaland's not looking great. Marlon's not looking great. Leon shook his head. Is like, yeah, and maybe he's not good enough for Dortmund. But you never know with strikers. They're a rare commodity these days. Don't you think, Leon?
I think Guirassy is like this typical West Ham transfer. I think he goes to like a mid league Premier League club,
West Ham or someone like that.
Earns his millions and then
not
goes to
West
Roma. Get Roma with their
That's
7
funny.
strikers in the team would be crazy.
Yeah.
Dybala, Lukaku, Abraham, Azmoun, Guirassy again. There's the other one, Belotti. Belotti went on loan as well for Rome as well. But yeah, might start bench. So I'm gonna have to start Lois Openda. I'm going to say it with my chest because Lois Openda has been one of the shining lights in Belgian football for the last 3 years, in my opinion, as well. They've recently lost Eden Hazard. He's not dead. He's just been a dead footballer for like 3 years at Real Madrid. So he's been out of the picture until he recently stated about only Messi was the better footballer than me, technically. Like he forgot Ronaldo was a young winger, Neymar was a young winger.
There's
Ribéry wasn't a better player than him.
players than him. There's about 50.
Florian Wirtz right now is better than Eden Hazard ever was. That's all I'm saying. Bold claim. Even Leon's disagreeing with me, but I'm not a fan of what.
Different player.
Different player.
I think Xavi Simons is up there.
He is a very good player. We've already done a Xavi Simons start bench service, so we can't mention him. He's a fantastic player to watch. What was it like watching him live last week in the game?
I was stunned. It was crazy. I don't know if you saw it. Like the first 3 actions of him was back heel, and it worked every time. And he just when he gets the ball, everyone is focused on him. Always. And everyone is expecting him to do something great, and he almost always delivers. And Dani Olmo as well. I don't know if you saw it. The goal, which was then annulled by the VAR, he did a Rabona cross, which was so perfect. Serhou headed it in. It didn't count, but I was standing right on the sidelines. You can see me on TV, like I was there. It was crazy. It was crazy, and I'm not a Leipzig supporter, not at all. With the whole construct, but
that's what football does to you.
Watching him play, watching Simons play, it was magic. It really was. Yeah.
And that's why I'm going for Victor Boniface as my bench because he has been magic for Bayern Leverkusen this season as well. Sarah's already mentioned his goals that he scored, especially in the Bundesliga. But the fact that Bayern Leverkusen no longer have to rely on someone like Adam Hosleck, who's been in and out of the side for the last 2 seasons since he's been there. Victor Boniface has been one of the best signings of the season across European football. And I've been really pleased to see how he's developed. What I really got annoyed about was the fact that for the Nigeria AFCON squad, he was injured, which is really, really annoying. And then now he's out until April, until we see Victor Boniface back at the earliest as well. But now they've got Borja Iglesias on loan from Real Betis and Patrick Schick.
This is so fun.
This is very interesting, yeah.
What's interesting? What's interesting? What have I missed?
Yes, we were talking about this on the last pod, but I was saying watch for him because Xavi Alonso is doing his little, let me pluck a little Spanish striker from Real Betis.
Let's get a bit of spice in this team. Another bit of spice up front.
No, he's a fantastic footballer. I love watching him at Betis these past years, and I think it's fun. It's going to make it interesting.
Yeah,
I was really surprised as well. Sorry, go ahead, Dion. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere really because no one had him on his radar. Everybody in Leverkusen was like, what did he do the last couple of years? But we trust Xavi. That's the whole thing. We trust Xavi and Simon Rolfes as well.
You trust Xavi Simons? What did you say, Leon? Was it my? Did I misunderstand my your English there?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
What did you do? Did you say Xavi then stop and then Simons?
Oh no, I said Xabi and Simon. Simon
Oh,
Rolfes.
Simons Rofes. Okay.
Oh,
Just
you were
one
being
director. Yeah, I'm
serious.
sorry,
I thought
sorry,
you were
sorry.
pulling his leg.
No. I thought
No,
you said,
no.
oh, we put all our trust in
Just
Xavi
like-
Simons. I was like, I know you
No,
love
no,
him.
no.
I know you love him, but I mean, come on now. That's
No,
crazy.
no. Simon Rolfes, which is the architect of this whole team, and if they want him, we want him. That's the spirit of
Sorry, guys, my lighting is crazy in
this
here.
season.
No, that's
Yeah, so
okay.
we trust. I trust him.
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
no.
it.
As somebody who watches a lot of Spanish football and I've watched a lot of Betis, Borja Iglesias is a fantastic footballer and Xabi Alonso knows exactly what he's doing. So you shouldn't be too concerned.
All I'm saying is if Xabi Alonso is at Bayern Leverkusen next season, he should be signing Serhou Guirassy because he's been unreal this season as well. He didn't have a great AFCON. He didn't score, unfortunately. But again, Serhou Guirassy, 17 goals in 14 games and 1 assist for Stuttgart as well. Everyone knows Stuttgart haven't been one of the best sides in the Bundesliga for the last 10 years. So the fact that he's bringing relevance to a mid-table to lower-table Bundesliga side who are fighting relegation for a couple of seasons as well is great to see what a promising striker does to a team. And Sarah, we spoke about this last week as well, about when a football club builds around a striker. When you build around a striker and you get the players in place to actually create chances and score goals, that's what wins you matches. And again, it's a very boring cliche I use there, but it's a very relevant cliche to how Stuttgart and Serhou Guirassy has been absolutely fantastic because he was head and shoulders compared to him at Stuttgart to him in the African Cup of Nations as well. So again, I'm going to agree with Sarah on this one. Starting Lois Openda, benching Victor Boniface, and I'm going to have to sell Serhou Guirassy for a mere £17 million. That really has to go up in the contract negotiations. But good job, everyone. We did a really good job there as well. And Leon, now I know for a fact that you're actually not hyping up Xavi Simons too much. It's quite comfortable as well.